Mandazi, Daos, half cake. These are just some of the names. I know this delicious Kenyan donut. Let's call it a donut. Bye. And today I'm going to show you how to make some really super soft ones that stay soft even overnight. Yep. In a bowl, you want to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, followed by 1 sachet of instant yeast. I'd say about 2 teaspoons. If some people buy it in a bigger container. I then added 5 tablespoons of sugar. I'm using raw sugar, but you can use any sugar. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And a half a teaspoon of cardamom, ground cardamom, and a half a teaspoon of salt. That's our dry ingredients. Give it a good mix. You can use a fork. Then come the wet ingredients. I'm adding a cup of milk that's been slightly warmed, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 egg. And by slightly warmed, I mean, it's body temperature. So you put your finger in, you're not burnt, okay? Give that a good stir and then add your wet ingredients to your dry ingredients like that. Ibatu. And then use a wooden spoon to mix everything up. Of course, you can use your hand, but some people don't like the process until all the dough comes together. So, and I'm one of them. So I use a wooden spoon or my mixer sometimes, which is often, but for this video, I'm using the manual way. So once your doughs come together, and you can add extra flour in case you feel like it's just too damp, like there's too much liquid. Feel free to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, but please add a little at a time because we want our dough to still be slightly sticky. Okay, as you can see, it's still sticking to my fingers a bit. That's what we're looking for. So, plonk it back into your bowl. I'm just going to show you a close-up of the consistency again. See, it springs back slightly, but it's still a bit wet. Okay, cover it with a damp cloth and set it aside to rise until it's double in size. Like that. It's looking so beauteous. See all the air bubbles? That's a good sign. Your yeast is active. If that doesn't happen, then your yeast wasn't good. You've got some whack yeast. Lightly flour your counter surface or your work surface, and then just roll your dough out to about 1 centimeter in height, and then you can cut the shapes out. I'm using a pizza cutter. It made everything a lot easier, and I went with little squares, but you can cut diamond shapes. You can even use a glass and make round ones. Up to you, your choice. And that's how it's going to look. Get your oil ready. And it's ready when it starts to bubble like that when you put a wooden skewer in. And just pick up your dough. It doesn't need a second rise. Pick it and plunk it in there. Now, once you've put your dough in the oil, please reduce the heat so that it's medium lowish. You don't want the outside to burn and then you have a doughy, uncooked inside. Not good at all. So cook it slowly, take your time until you achieve a beautiful color like that. And, there's a better chance of the inside not being raw. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Goes really well with a simple light dusting of icing sugar. Or you can even put some jam. Or you can even use clotted cream, which is just cream. You can even, use Nutella if you want. Be creative. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit it so you can find this channel again and join our little family here. And also, if you're watching this from a different part of the world and you have something similar where you guys come from, please leave the name in the comment section. I love hearing the different names and the different variations to foods worldwide. Till we meet again, bye.